Hey YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you as well. Hope you enjoyed the live show. Um, we are playing second place finisher Ian Robb's Izzet Prowess list today. We just played Ken Yukihiro's list first. We're gonna try to go through the top 8, play the top 8 decks and their slight variations on the two archetypes, and then see if we can pull some other unique decks out and play from the Pro Tour. So Izzet Prowess, I will say I have been playing the VV version for about a week or two now. Probably about a week, just here or there, and mostly in best of one because I haven't had time to play best of threes, but I've been struggling mightily with it. VV seems to get removed quickly, and you really just don't have much gas other than that going on. I like Ian Robb's list because it does have Drake Hatcher in there. I do like that card a lot. I guess his differences between this and kind of stock lists is the list I've been playing only has 4 VV, and I think had like 2 Thunder Trap Trainers. But he's got the Drake Hatchers, 2 Flood Maws, 1 main deck Spell Pierce is a little unique, but you do see that. And then only 3 Monstrous Rage, but he plays these Wild Rides instead, which gives a creature haste, so it could potentially give VV haste. I'm not sold on these yet. I found myself cutting those out. But yeah, I've been doing horrible with this deck, so any of the Izzet games, I'm probably going to make many bad misplays. He also plays a Thundering Falls, which people aren't playing. Sideboard-wise, he's got more Spell Pierces. The Unable to Screams are good against the mid-range to bigger decks. The same with the Barrage. Lantern is in there for Omniscience. D-Stroke is good against a couple decks. Braids for Mirror. Rouse against any of the mid-range to Troll decks. Pretty standard sideboard. Yeah, for the most part. A little light on removal. But I guess 4 main Torch the Towers are here. So let's hop in, get into an event. We're going to play an arena because we have the resources on this account to play the events. We did a traditional standard event for Ken Yukihiro's mono red list. We went 3 and 2. So let's see if we can do about the same in that. I have gold, so luckily I can use gold this time. There's my Izzet versions. Izzet's the only deck I have on this account. Of course, wild cards are hard to come by. Arena, as you all know. Looks like camera's on, recording is on. So we're good. Let's roll. Let's play some Izzet Prowess. Congrats to Ian Robb on a really strong finish. Game 1, playing against, don't know that name. And writing. This hand seems okay. The mana bases for me have been a little weird because I either seem to get all red hands, all blue hands. We have a Drake Hatcher, we have a token, card draw. I keep running out of gas with these hands. We're on the draw, so obviously that's... I do not do well in the draw with this deck, but that seems like a no-brainer. So we got Cecil, so we're playing something different here. Probably still a mono-black mid-rangey type list. So I will just play a token. No blocks. Not great for lands wise. I will probably just play a Drake Hatcher, although probably get killed. Try to get in for 1. Drake Hatcher's getting killed no matter what. I'm finding that a lot of the pieces just get removed with this deck, whether it's Hatcher or VV, and you just have no gas to compete with anything. I'm not really enjoying the deck much at all. What does this card do? Does it play one of your opponents and make pay 1 life? Then you draw cards. Got X cards. Yeah, just see this hand is so weird. We just force sleight of hands. Like, I don't think this deck draws great. We'll take the VV. And we'll take the cutter. So now I'm just gonna make it a 4. Take a torch to tower. We can get in for 4 here. Cecil's gonna flip. A little annoying. Lifelink. You have into a Flood Maw, which is gonna be pretty good here. He drew a bunch of cards, but took some good damage. So yeah, Duress always wrecks this deck too. Yep, there's our Flood Maw. I mean, this deck, I want to be playing the creature decks, right? I don't want to be playing mid-range. Stuck on mana once again. There's not much I can do. Can only just set up a big VV turn, hope to draw land. VV's just gonna instantly die though. Sleight of hand doesn't do much other than if we just get a land and we just play either way, we just play that, I think. I mean, we're already almost dead. We're probably very well could be just dead next turn. Gonna get cut down. Yep. Happens every time. No, we're pretty much just dead. Dead on arrival. Seems like every deck besides Prowess and the top tier decks, basically Omniscience, Prowess, Mono Red, is specifically in the format just to beat Izzet Prowess. So it's been tough going. My record against like tier 1 and tier 2 decks is like 60%, and against everything else is like 8%, I think, is my win rate. So not good. Black, kind of mid-range. I mean, Barrage doesn't do anything against Cecil. Raid kill something. Probably want Rowls. And a Braids maybe for removal. Although we do have the Torch to Towers. Don't really need spell. Blood Moss, fine. Down one each of these. You know, unable to scream is usually pretty good against them too. But then we don't want the Abrades. Ray Catcher's usually not good against that, so let's cut 2 of those. We'll try that, I suppose. We're on the play. Terrible hand. I just ditch VV. Free toughness. Well, hopefully it doesn't have duress and we can just double cutter. That'd be the only way we win this game. Not attacking. Didn't draw lands again, so that's wonderful. I just find the draws and the mulligans and everything with this deck just not Not good. Much rather play mono red, I think. I've been playing the normal Izzet Prowess list for, I mean, a month basically. So here, I mean, what do I play? A Flood Maw and then play Torch the Tower, but then we can't kill anything with Torch the Tower because it only does 2 damage. So I think we just play... we play that. We can back that, right? Or we don't own that technically. Feels bad, but that'll at least kill something. I guess we could have done that to Cecil too, but then we just get tokens. Stop some of his card advantage though. He just has another one. Now we can sack a token and kill Cecil. I think we might do, so we will play this. Goes to kill a token, we will sack it. Rage quits on the Torch Tower, it's fine. So it looks like he's kind of low to the ground, more aggro-ish mono black list, so I don't want the Spell Pierce. Although on the play, Spell Pierce are better. I'd rather just have the removal. I do think we want the Abrades though. May just cut a Drake Hatcher and cut a Unable to Scream. Not too worried about getting damage in because the whole goal with his deck is with Cecil to damage himself basically. Another horrible hand. This is good. We probably do want to stock up. Probably, although with my luck, we won't draw another land. We basically have a mountain. Probably just bin that. We could have been the Storm Chaser's Talent too, I guess, but we don't want to just go all removal. There goes the cutter. That's what I mean. You mulligan and then they take your cutter and you're left with basically nothing. This is how it goes. And then from there, you're not going to draw anything. I don't know how all these people are playing this deck, especially on the pro level, because it just seems like it's not... Sometimes it just wins, you get there, but 1 or 2 cards disrupt your hand and you have almost no chance. Like this, he's going to take the Abrade, and I'm left with the stock up and Blood Maw, which is pretty much useless. Rough. I mean, take that because don't have another blue source. We can also get back in a Braid if he plays something else. So that just kills tokens, right? That's what that's there for. Ral. Land will let us play Ral next turn. Maybe we can out advantage. He's putting a 1 on that, so we can't kill the token with it anymore. We don't have a cutter, so it's mean. So here we brought in our aggro creature package, and so he just destroys the enchantment with it. That seems like not a good use of that card, but there we go. Here's another one. So then Tiny Bones, which does weird stuff. Tiny Bones, I mean, I'm just gonna get rid of that, so whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may cast target non-land permanent card from that player's graveyard. Mana any type, so you can just kill all my creatures, so. But then we can't get our Braid back, so we could torch the bat. Braid, Tiny Bones, he's left with 2 cards. We just maybe. We can wait to raid. Now. I mean, that's something. He's just gonna elect to death touch that. So in that case, we will play this out to make another token. If he wants to destroy our enchantment again, feel free. I mean, I wouldn't say that's a good move, but. So he's got a Shieldred. Don't like that. We can't really kill it. We can Flood Maw it, but that's about it. I miss having Lithomatic Barrage. Do we just play a Ral, or do we play a stock up? Don't know. Ral will start making a token and going wide, then we play stock up next turn.
Out of my way! Musculate on a mission. Otter to otter.
That Shieldred is just gonna wreck us. This is game 3 too, so I can't really deal with it. I mean, a Braid does 3 damage to it. Maybe if he blocks, we can bait him into Monstrous Rage or something.
I can invent.
He's just gonna scoop. Okay. That works. If he would have blocked, we had Monstrous Rage, or we could have Braid it. So even he had a weird hand there. He definitely killed my enchantments for no reason. So I guess punts on him. So happy to pick up a first match win though on a game 2. I think that was more of our opponent's combination of our opponent's hand and excuse me, what he tried to do as opposed to us actually doing anything significant. Win's a win. Sometimes you just gotta get lucky. Right, well, we're waiting for a match here. I'm going quickly. Waiting for a match. Alright, we are on the play. Match 2. A couple lands, couple slights, a cutter. Good enough to keep. I think I just wait on the sleight of hands. I think one of my issues with this deck is I play stuff too early. The rest is just gonna take the cutter anyways. It's weird to play mono red. You play the matchups you don't want to see. When you play this, you play the matches that you don't necessarily want to see. Great sleight of hand there. Now I feel like I busted my hand again just to get 2 damage. I mean, I'll take that, right? Another one, and another one, and another one. There you go, cut down or kill your token. Try it again. Oh look, more lands. That's lovely. Those might have been 3 of the worst sleight of hands in the history of Magic. Yep, there's your kill, and now we're left with lands and nothing else. This is Izzet Prowess. It falters way too much. I don't understand how it's played everywhere. It's just so inconsistent. Oh look, there's another land. Oh look. It's light on threats. I don't know. There's none you can do. Like this guy's sleeves. Yeah, look, we're just getting completely destroyed. But then you're tied to playing this one deck because you can't get wild cards to build another deck, so stuck playing Izzet Prowess forever on this account. Oh look, another land. Yeah, let's just quit. Horrible. This is a strong matchup for Izzet too, and just definitely want Robb, Barrage. I mean, we'll try get out. Spell Pierce. I don't even bring in. What I bring out. Not good with sideboarding. Torch seems okay, I suppose. This doesn't even seem that good, though. I don't know how to sideboard. I don't. I know Drake Hatcher's bad. I know we necessarily don't need Monstrous Rages. So we're going with just Ral and VV. And probably bring in Unable to Screams, I'm assuming are good. I dump 1 torch. Wild Ride. Try like this, I guess. And I think this deck is a little weird and the sideboard's a little weird, so I'm not 100% sure what I should be doing. That hand seems pretty decent, though. Until We get duress on turn 1, and then we have a horrible hand. Nope. Right, look at that. Would you look at that? Now he's got to take the stock up or the Ral. Ral is really our best card in this matchup post board. One of the best. But he may just take a opt or something just to keep us from getting a land. What I would probably do. Opt or stock up. Yep. Opts. Got a sleight of hand, so that's good. Gives us a land, but still can't play our second spell that turn. Bat will take the Ral. Or the stock up, I suppose. Now Spell Pierce is just word or drop. Tap land, which is even better. I'd much rather play like the Dimir deck 100% over. This deck just has games like this where you do absolutely nothing and your mana base sucks and you can't get anything going. Even if I play a second cutter, I can't.
Save you once, then it's back to my quest. Thanks for the helping paw.
I bumped up Ral there just to get his counters up because he's gonna attack it for 3 here now. With these cutters and stuff, we should be able to win the long game against these mid-range decks, but I just can never get there. If he plays like a big creature or something, we have no way of dealing with it. Done. So he's got a lifelinker now, which is annoying. He's gonna kill Ral. Horrible. Horrible for us. Okay. Gonna get rid of his lifelink. Make some attackers finally. Keep a Spell Pierce up. Ace. But now we can start to beat down. I can hopefully get a removal spell to get rid of this bat so I can get my stock up back or just draw another stock up. I mean, duress. If you want to take a Spell Pierce, whatever, I don't. Monstrous Rage isn't that important here, so that's what it is. Still worries me if he ends up playing a big creature. Cut down. I mean, do I just make him pay with the Spell Pierce? Actually, if I spell pierce, that will fizzle, right? The prowess trigger. Okay, so he just has another one. Sure. At least we two for Wondom. Oh look, a fucking land. I knew that was coming. Oh yeah, he's got the stupid man land, which is insanely overpowered. For 3 mana, you get a 4/4 Death Toucher. And it just builds your board. I want to play the Dimir deck, but I can't because I need 85 wild cards, even for just to get the mana base. Then everything else rotates in a month, so... Izzet supposed to have a great matchup against Dimir. When you draw nothing but lands, there's nothing you can do. Game 3. Match 3. That's how nearly every match I play with this Izzet deck goes. Just like that. You have 1 or 2 threats. They don't stick around. Against endless removal. Where's all the mono red and other Izzet decks now, huh? Of course, we're not going to play any of them. It's just going to be black and Dimir every game. That's what frustrates me about Arena is I swear they program it so you face your bad matchups intentionally. Or if you play a mono-colored deck, you only play against other mono-colored decks, etc. Who knows? People haven't 100% proven that yet, but there's been lots of speculation. Third land is actually fine here. Yeah, of course, there's another. Why not? Everyone gets a land. Now we're going to play Omniscience. We're not going to be able to do anything, and we're going to lose on turn 4. Okay, so he makes his own Drake Hatcher. That is very... Oh, that's a sorcery. What? That card... I don't know why that card is in the deck. That card is not good. How did this guy get second place playing Wild Rock? I have no clue what this guy's playing, by the way. It's like a copy mimic deck or something. Brightness, clear Gear Hulk. Never even seen that card. So we're basically just gonna lose next turn. Come on, block with your Drake Hatcher. Okay. That seems fucking awkward. Rather make 2 Drakes, or 1 Drake. Kill 2 creatures, that'll be a 3. Really that concerned about the token? We'll just make 1 Drake. Not ideal. I wanted to do that on the Hatcher, but... So what does Gear Hulk do? First strike trample. When this creature enters your life for up to 2 artifact creature enchantment cards. Mana value 1 or less. Create a bird token. Return another target non-land permanent to its owner's hands. Draw a card. Gonna bounce the token. It's fine. The rage was kind of a waste, but it was. Playing like Bant control or something. Stock up. Bottom. Torch the tower seems okay, although it's not gonna. Here. Box for 2 more Drakes. Maybe beat him down with Drakes. He's gonna get some artifacts. But we got 6 coming in the air, and we have more than that because we have the Wild Ride. He's got stuff for next turn, right? Yeah. Well, we're just gonna win. Win here, make a couple Drakes. Play that. Double kill. I'm just gonna, yeah, Wild Ride on a Drake token. So I'm not sure what he's playing. Unable to Scream seems okay. Spell Pierce seems terrible. D-Stroke seems okay. Get Out will actually seem okay. Barrage seems okay because he's playing blue stuff. Same with the Braids, but we don't want to go too crazy on removal. Probably cut down Monstrous Rage and Wild Ride. Cut down 1 Drake Hatcher. Drake Hatcher did a lot of work there. Blood Maw, not great. Cut down a Torch. Well, he had a lot of smaller bounce creatures to start with. Maybe 1 stock up goes away. Cut a sleight of hand. Get Out doesn't really. But I guess it's good against like the Gear Hulk. We'll cut 1 Torch. We'll try that. Seems like this deck is more of a brew. I don't know if it's. I don't even think it's a 2-3. I think it's just like a brew. Hand's okay. On the draw. Spirebuff Canal. Opt and turn. Grabbing a prop. Seems fine. Play an island, play a cutter. Summon Fenrir's good card. Does go away though. We can play a sleight of hand. We can play opt. Again, continuing with the trend of the worst sleight of hands ever. Talent's fine. Gives us a token. Gives us a prowess trigger. I don't think he'll trade off the Fenrir here. Nope. We get a little bit of a presence going. Whenever creature enters, it gets a counter. He just plays a second one. It'll come in as a 4/3. Land. Draw card if you control a creature with the greatest power. Dork. Rampant up, so this is just a Bant ramp. Can kill the elf. Can flood Ma, a Fenrir. First, just play stock up and see what we get. Definitely want a D-stroke. Maybe just torch the tower. Did we play a land already? We did. Because I would like to keep up D-stroke for next turn. I mean, don't necessarily want to, yeah. Guess we torch, sack that, get that off the board, make tokens so we can attack in. VV seems fine. Jump with the dork. 5. Probably plays a big spell. Draws an extra card, left with no board. We don't have the mana for this Disdainful Stroke, but we could next turn. Tries to play 2 big things. If he goes smaller here, that's better for us. Because we can play like a VV, keep up Disdainful Stroke. Or just play Wild Ride, VV Wild Ride. Mockingbird's just gonna make a token. Ooh, that hurts us. High Noon. Oh, wasn't expecting High Noon. That changes our plans a little bit. Now we can still play VV. Barrage deals 1 damage. So we can play a barrage. Kill that. Do damage, more triggers. Give VV haste. Bunch of damage coming in. Should be game. Yep. Cool. Well, that was some kind of brew, so I'm not sure what that was, but alright, on to game we're gonna go on to game 4 already. We got 2 wins. One more win will be pretty much break even. We spent 5,000, so that is essentially 6 packs if you use gems for packs. So right now we would be at 3.5 packs, 3.25 packs. Yeah. So not doing horribly here with Izzet. Doing okay. Okay, so a bunch of lands. We will mull. One land. I mean, we have a sleight of hand. Risky keep, but I don't really want to go to 5. We're on the draw. That makes our keep a lot better there with the land. Now we can sleight a hand. Water would probably be best. Lush Portico usually means some kind of Domain Zer deck, Yuna, which I don't really do very well against those decks. Do we need to play a red source here? Just play the cutter, I think. Flood mod don't really do nothing. Just play Vivi, I guess. Try to go off next turn. Although we're already very close to losing. As soon as they get a Zer or anything down, it's just game. Up the Beanstalk still might be a ban candidate because every deck that isn't Izzet or whatever, the top 3 decks plays Bean. So Vivi's gone, of course, happens every time. Can get a cutter anyways here. I don't want more lands. Too slow of a start, especially on the draw. Really matters here. We have Flood Moz, we can deal with a creature or two, but with Yuna now, they can just bring everything back from the yard. Zer makes a huge lifelinker. We're tapped out, so we're just going to lose to lifelink, hexproof, everything, basically. Appland. Yeah, it has hexproof, so now we can't do anything, and it has lifelink. He's just going to do that every turn. We have no way out of that. Against Zer, I mean, big removal, but again, gives everything hexproof. Spell Pierce is a must. Get out, Disdainful Stroke. Barrage isn't as useful. Raid isn't useful, but Ral is useful. What was I cutting? I don't remember what I was cutting against them. I mean, Monstrous Rage does nothing. Torch doesn't really do anything either. Not 100% sure what I'm doing here, so I'll just try this, I guess. This is another deck I can't beat playing best of 1, best of 3, whatever. I just lose to it every time. No way to deal with the big 5/5 life linkers and whatnot. Hand's alright. Or we get, temporary lockdown and whatnot too. Then you just can't find what you need, especially with this list isn't playing the Blood Moz. You don't have to worry about a lockdown yet or anything, or high noon, so we just play the cutter. I mean, I guess they could play high noon, right? On 2, is a 2-drop or 3-drop? I don't know. He have 1 land. He has 1. He kept 1 land with the ramp deck. What? Okay. Now he definitely has a high noon, so I think I just play this slow. Keep his spell pierce open. Yeah, because we know his hand's got to be hate cards, so... Okay, well, that was a great match. Magic. Didn't learn anything from our sideboard stuff. Still want the spell pierce and all that, so I think we're gonna be good. Can maybe go down a Drake Hatcher. Bring in... What would be good to bring in? Unable to scream, barrage, torch, another scream. But again, the creatures get hexproof. His hand's okay. Yeah. We have a D-stroke if we need it. So we can save our ops to turn on a cutter. Would like 1 or 2 more lands for sure. But to me, this seems like a play draw match. Whoever is on the... We don't have a counter for high noon, so we're just gonna slam the cutter. He wants to lock down. Oh, Beanstalk, that's fine. That means it's not a high noon. I think a high noon's 2-drop. So now we still don't really have... And basically, Drake Hatcher op, lose to a lockdown. Although we can't do anything about that, then we just start playing VVs and stuff. I think that's what we got to do to get in some damage here. Grab that in case. But we're tapped out, so ain't gonna be much use this turn. Here's where the lockdown. Yep, we can't bounce it. We have a VV. We can play a VV. There's no land, so can't play a VV. Have to play a VV. VV might just die again. Then we're left relying on Ral pretty much. But there's the high noon, so now VV's worthless. Then we draw a good card we need. We can play 1 spell here though, which will be this. Keep up a D-stroke. Back for 1. Ops and stuff and counters to make VV bigger. Hope VV stays alive. We can D-stroke this turn. So we draw a Flood Maw or something. Destroy all tapped creatures. That isn't good. But we're gonna meet that with LP. BV lets you play around high noon a little bit. Destroy target creature at power 3 or less. Can't D-stroke. But if I opt and he has another spell, because the opt will bump it up, and that spell will fizzle. Don't need a cutter against High Noon. And just get enough. So yeah, that spell fizzled. Now what we can do is blue, blue, red, red. Play a Row. And I think we just...
Fine.
Yep. Alright, so VV did work there against Domain. That went pretty well. I think we played the last game right. Second game was a little unlucky. Our opponent decided to keep a one-lander for some reason, which he should have mulliganed to 6. That's on him. Or her, but... Or they. Anyways, we are at a break-even point. If we can go 4-1, maybe, that would be nice. So let's hop right into our last game. So I think just playing this deck slower, thinking out my decisions. Actually, I think streaming and recording is helping me look at my lines of play a little better with it. Because they're doing a lot better now than I did in all my previous 20 matches I played with it. I think with the VV version in total, I probably played like 50 matches. So far, we've been doing better here. We're on the draw. One lander on the draw. We do have a pretty nice hand. Our opponent mulligan as well. Ooh. The 2 stock-ups make this a little rough. And another one lander that somehow we got our hand even worse. Because it's a tap land, so... Okay. I guess we'll keep the worst 6 over the... There's a land. It's a red source, though. We still got to play the tap land. Take another land. Fine. Mono red, maybe? Oh, no. Izzet Prowess, mirror again. I just play this, play double token. Play a token, keep opt up. Best bet. Stack up. If he wants to attack, we can... He's very low on cards, so we can opt and trade. Another one, that seems fine. Opt. All the talents, huh? No other play there really than to just play out the talents. Now we're slightly behind on cards, but ahead on board. VV, we can't do anything against right at the moment. 1-4. Main deck, we don't really have many options to get rid of a VV. Stock up. Big Hatcher. And opt. Light a hand for... No, we have a stock up, so we're just gonna scrub. Glad we couldn't give the Hatcher haste. he'd probably block and take 3. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. Maybe we can stock up into a Flood Ma or something, bounce the VV. But he could have a really nutty turn this turn, depending what he has. He's just buying back a sleight of hand or something. Not horrible. Still gonna get 2 mana from the VV. Or more. No, yeah, he gets 5 mana now. He can stock up, he can play red spells. This is the big turn. This is what this deck wants to do. I just can't seem to really get there too often with Boring Front. It's gonna kill the Drake Hatcher. I mean, all my threats just die with this deck. That's it. Now we're taking too much damage and we lose. Especially when you draw another land. Can't get rid of the VV, you can't do anything. I guess this is good against VV, right? Get Out is pretty good, Barrage is good, Break good. Blood Ma, not great. Spell Pierce, not great either, but one of us fine. Cut down on rages, cut down on this. Torch the Tower is okay. Drake Hatcher is good in this matchup. Still need to cut 4 cards. Get rid of the rages. Run like that. Yeah, I'll try that. Not 100% sure how to navigate the mirrors. Hand seems okay. Light a hand. Drake Hatcher is pretty good in this matchup, so we'll grab that. We'll have 2 threats, a Hatcher and a VV. Maybe we can get our VV going before they can get rid of it. I think here we'll just play out the Hatcher. He plays a Cutter or something, we can untap a Braid, opt, get in, start making Drakes. Or just hang on to it, wait to play a VV. We're going to try to play VV on 4 or 5 so we have spells to back it up with. This town doesn't really do much other than just tempoing. Very minor for a turn. Get Out is actually pretty good too, but here I think we can just play that, because he's probably going to play a spell, Storm Chaser's talent, or a Cutter talent. We can opt, get Drake Catcher to a 2/4, make some blocks if he has to, or he attacks here, he probably has a Rage left up. Probably has a Monstrous Rage, so I'm not going to block. Or he could have double Rage. He tries to like torch the tower, then that's when we opt. Barrage is going to be okay here, we'll take it. Now you can't torch it. Let's a double torch it, then we 3-for-1 him. Now we can play VV. Raid doesn't do anything. Get Out doesn't do anything. And just barrage, get in for 2. Rather keep a VV up. Then we barrage. That for 1. But then we can't really play anything on their turn. Hope they don't have much. Get 2 counters. Got 7 toughness on the board, which is nice. Another talent ain't gonna do it. Must be light on card draw. I mean, he can torch the tower now, sack a token or sack a talent and kill the Drake Hatcher. Instead, he's just gonna elect to bounce thing again for another small tempo play. Get in for 3. Graveyard. Now, I mean, again, we just play VV again. Back, leave up Torch the Tower. If he doesn't block, we'll get a Drake. We can actually torch. Do I want to torch on their turn? Possibly blow them out from something? Probably. There's VV. Tries to play another spell, we can torch the VV. Yep, so what I'm gonna do is Drake, torch, VV, sack the Drake. Tapped out. Drake Hatcher. Cutter. I think will win us the game and close us out and keep us going. Fine, he'll get a 3rd token. He's not going to be able to effectively attack. So, play the Cutter. I think 2 red here is the play. Just play in a Braid to take out a token. Since he's light on resources, that'll make us a token. Get more triggers. Our guys are bumped up pretty good, and we can keep the get out open on our turn to counter a creature if he plays another VV or something. Yep. Okay. On the draw for the last game. On the draw. Spell Pierce more important, maybe. Catcher's fine. I'm gonna cut a sleight of hand and bring in a 2nd Spell Pierce. Maybe I want a 3rd. That way, if they're on the play, they're gonna try to be the beatdown, and we can, you know, turn 2 Spell Pierce, a Corey Steel Cutter or something. 1 land though, with 1 land with removal on the draw. Boy, this is tough. We just don't draw a blue source. We can run 2 lands, I think, here. Try to get her into our 3rd. And is fine. Fire Bluff Canal is perfect. We don't have removal. It's our only problem. But might be able to keep a VV up and get VV going as long as they don't have a one before us. Here comes the kitty. We might get interrupted. Definitely gonna braid is perfectly fine. Removal and artifact removal. Able to scream is pretty good too. So here I want to just play the cutter. No, but we don't really need to keep up in a braid or anything right away. So that's just most mana efficient to play the cutter. He gets a stock up. We can land, stock up, we can hold on to VV for a turn or two. Opponent's just trying to find threat, so I think our opponent has a lot of removal, so we can hold off on VV, play around a little removal. The only issue is we aren't doing anything with our cutter yet. So I probably want actually this and pass on the second VV, because we can play VV, we can play a Storm Chaser's Talent. The Barrage will kill the VV. They are just gonna play. That will still kill the VV, I think. Well, now it won't. We have an Unable to Scream though, which will probably help. But yeah, this was the explosive turn. Doesn't have haste though. What do I do here? Well, it's a 3/6. I mean, I could just... I mean, this still gets counter, so what I can do is, if we can just abrade it, barrage, kill it, get a token, try to get ours going next time. We use 2 removal spells, but 3. Get on it. He 2-for-1s us, but we get a big threat off, and we do get our token here. Then we can try to stick our own VV or Drake Hatcher next turn. Make it look like we've got a Spell Pierce or something. He's gonna be pretty full on cards. I think that was the right play, using 2 cards to one view. Stock up. No, Lily. Don't you? That's chewing our cords. So I could play VV. Talent. Catcher. VV Talent. Can't play Drake Hatcher. I can play Drake Hatcher. Nothing. He has his own barrage. This is tough. Okay. Well, I think I just play VV. Talent will get us another monk token too. Might kill the VV. We got a pretty strong board presence. And we got 3 cards left too. We can deal with the creature as long as it's not a V. And he's going to be getting pretty low on life, so he's going to have to play like Drake Hatcher, Corey Steelcutter, something like that. Cutter, then VV. Token, he can play 1 more spell, and then possibly 2 spells. If it's a rage, then that sucks. Yep. This is play the rage, and he can play a stock up. He can play removal. Stock up. Now we're gonna have a harder time getting in for damage, but my plan would be to stock up and then see what we get. Yeah, barrage on a V. I can't save it. Rats, that's bad. Really be good. Now I'm getting in for 5. I just have to take it. We can still. Well, now I can't. I can't deal with the VV unless I get a Flood Maw or something. So, I mean, a Braid. Do it. So, we're going to try to kill this turn, right? So, we need... Well, hold on. If I unable to scream, he's got 3 counters on it, which would be a 5. Damage, but that doesn't do it. So, we probably just take the opt, right? For card draw. We're trying to kill this turn. I don't know what to take. Did I already play land? Lily, stop it. I don't think I played a land this turn. Did I? Oh. I don't know if we played a land or not. Did. Rats. Well, that doesn't work out how I wanted it to then. I thought we didn't play land. Now that hurts me. I need another 1-drop. Putter ain't gonna do it. If we put the unable to scream on the VV, we get in for 4, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. We just don't have enough. Yeah, I mean, 4, we're just going to take 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, we do have enough. We have 11. Right? We got Exaxes. Ooh, okay. Math is hard. Alright. Very nice. That was a tough one. Battle of attrition, but we got there. So I definitely learned a couple things here playing this. We did very well, actually. 4-1. So, yeah. Congrats to Ian Robb on the strong finish. We'll probably definitely see more of him. Competitive Magic. Yeah, so we did pretty well. So that's basically 6 packs for the price of... 5 essentially. So cool. And if we spent gems, we would have made a little bit of gems. So we got a couple packs. Let's open those packs. Lightning, Army of One. Seems like a good, cool card. Jador again. I keep pulling that card every pack almost. Weird. A rare wild card. From father to son. Another one I already have. Alright. Cool bean. So yeah, that was Izzet Prowess by Ian Robb. Cool. Not sure who the next deck is, but I guess you'll have to find out.